One, we're on.
All right. Hello, guys. Welcome to the Weekend Dojo. Kamen Rider W here, and
El Chizo Reviews, and we're back again for another TokuCHATsu.
all right. Tonight we will be discussing episode 31 of Kamen Rider X8.
Yep, and this one was very interesting compared to last week's.
Oh, yes. Shall I give a brief summary to start it off?
Before we begin, let's just give everyone a spoiler warning. If you have not watched the episode yet, definitely go watch that. The video will be here when you're done.
Yes, it will. Well, without further ado, let's begin with the summary of the episode. It opens up with Dan Kotaro's dad leaving prison after paying for the crimes that Dan has done for the last 5 years under the Genom Corporation as president. And then it transitions to at CR, right? That's how.
Yeah, it's CR.
CR, where they are planning how to stop Kamen Rider Chronicle, and then after that things go on there, the scene transitions to at the Genom Corporation, where the president has returned and to take over the place, and Lovely Go is telling him that he can't use a gas shat or he will die since he's not a pure bugster, and so forth.
Well, it's not the gas shat. It was the Buggle Driver's Vibe.
Buggle Driver. Okay, the Buggle Driver slide.
It's Vibe.
Yeah. And also, as the episode progresses, it's mainly about a lot of this episode is just planning, and until the ending of the episode where they have a climatic battle, which is obviously not the final episode still, but it looks like it's a leading up to a final.
Yeah, it's interesting. It seems like if they're going for what feels like the climax of the story now, then there must be something huge coming up later that outstrips even Kronos' power.
Yes. I'm predicting something extremely OP.
Yep. Now, I want to talk a little bit about character interactions for a minute. Specifically, and I mentioned this last week in last week's Tokuchatsu, that the dynamic between Shin Kuroto and Poppy definitely is going to be a major comic foil. And it definitely appears so when they're both sharing the arcade cabinet, and they've got it divided by a curtain.
Shin Kuroto? I thought his name was Dan.
No, he calls himself Shin as in new.
Oh yeah,
Dan Kuroto.
Shin. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, I get what you mean now.
We definitely don't see too much progress as far as the bugsters go. They're more or less decided, okay, playtime's over. And then there's the dynamic of Dan's father. He refers to everyone by the games they're using. I feel like he's not too happy with gamers at this point.
No. I mean, he suffered how long in prison?
I think several years.
5 years, right?
I think so.
Dan's been doing this for 5 years. And did Dan frame his dad, or does dad just take the blame because it's his son?
I think Dan framed his dad.
Okay.
So that he could take over. I'd have to go back and watch, man. Can't be forgetting stuff this early.
Yeah. Same here. I have to remember what episode it is, though.
Another thing that really interests me is the fact that, okay, you remember when Kamen Rider Laser tried to use the dangerous zombie gas shat in the level 3 slot?
Yeah.
That's exactly, he failed then, but that's exactly what Shindan Kuroto does now. And is it because he's using a pro? Is it because he's a bugster? Is it because he's using a proto Gashat?
Well, he's a klutz now, also, so take that into account. He's very clumsy now.
Oh yeah, only if it's funny.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you did Luigi voice too. By the way, and take a second off. There was an image that the actor who plays Dan Kuroto was actually in a Luigi suit recently.
Really?
Yes, if you on TokuCHATsu on Amino, they actually shared a picture of that. So I'm wondering if actually Dan Kuroto's Bugster now is a Luigi type character.
The secondary, the second player thing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, think about it. You've got Mighty from Mighty Action X. The player 1 sprite is pink.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dan Kuroto, when he did use his Proto Mighty Action X, it was always a palette swap, like a player 2 character.
Mm-hmm. So he's a mimicking that player. His character is pretty much a player 2 type character, but like turned bad.
Only when he's not using Dangerous Zombie.
Right.
And think about it. Even his catchphrase is a variation of M's or Emus.
Yes. Can you recite his catchphrase?
I'll clear this level, even with continues.
Even with continues. Yep. That is a key phrase there. Because he don't give a crap.
So wait, does he still lose lives when he dies now? Or does Dangerous Zombie negate that?
I would think Dangerous Zombie negates that.
Yeah, because you didn't see his life counter count down the last time he did that.
No. But he was able to steal lives since he's a bugster now.
Well, he's not stealing lives, he's stealing levels.
Well, levels, yeah. He's making the person weaker.
Yeah, think about it. He's using 2 levels that are outside the normal leveling system. 0 and X.
Mm-hmm. Oh, can we talk about that? Also talk about that one scene with the continue pipe?
Yes, definitely. That was a reference to Mario.
It was
when he died, he came up out of a purple pipe in the ground.
It said that had it in glowing words. Continue. If in case it wasn't that obvious.
It is kind of hilarious though to see Dangerous Zombie come out of a Mario pipe with rainbow letters on it.
I'm gonna pull up an image just to show the people on screen.
They might not be able to see on your phone.
I'm gonna try it. Let's see. Kamen Rider Mario pipe images. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Now picture a guy in a tux popping out of a purple Mario pipe with rainbow letters that says continue.
And a cocky grin.
And a very... that face. That's the face of the head of Nintendo popping out of a Mario pipe.
And he's just like... just cocky as all hell. Just
he actually does,
like he's not coming out of a rainbow pipe.
He actually does look like a younger version of the head of a president of Nintendo. Dan looks like a younger version of the president of Nintendo. Or am I thinking of the president of Namco who created Pac-Man?
I'm not sure.
One of the two. The guy who created Mario. That's who I'm thinking.
That was the guy who created Mario is Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yes. Dan looks like a younger version of him. Am I right? Do you see it?
I get that vibe.
Mm-hmm. Like if Shakira can you please say it again?
Shigeru Miyamoto.
If Shigeru Miyamoto was a young cocky skank, that would be him.
Yeah, I'm actually excited that we've got Kuroto in his present form on the team. He definitely adds a lot.
A lot of comedy.
That's definitely what I'm going for, because like before he was like the one-dimensional bad guy, and it's like he's always the bad guy, and now he's still one-dimensional. Hold on, he's still one-dimensional, but they use that to the comedic effect.
Yes.
I'm streaming. Anywho, yeah, definitely. I think they're using his one-dimensional nature to his benefit as a character, which sounds weird, but it's actually really clever.
Yes, it is. Like, do you remember on the episode like when he was gonna die, where he pulls his shirt off and does the whole Storm Shadow from G.I. Joe type thing?
Yeah, I think so.
That I saw it was very stereotypical bad guy, you know what I mean? Because immediately when he did that, all I could think of was, what other stereotypical bad guy am I thinking of? Oh yeah, Storm Shadow. But I like they're using that in a good way, like the one-dimensional bad guy character.
I don't think it's ever really been properly done before, and I would like to see it pan out.
Like, I didn't really care for Dan at first. I thought he was just annoying. Now I actually find him hilarious.
Yeah, you get it?
Yes. Like, he was a troll. That's what he was, a troll. And now he's just a comedic troll.
Yeah, and can I just comment? Like, I felt the pacing of this particular episode was a little fast.
Yes, it was very fast.
For having to fill half an hour. It flew by.
It felt like it was 10 minutes. I thought it was 10 minutes, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's a weird balance to strike. You definitely want something to have enough brevity that you don't drag it out or make people feel like they're just waiting around for the end of the episode. But you don't want to make it too short either.
Right.
So I'm hoping that the next episode is a real whopper.
I expect it to be, actually.
Actually, come to think of it, because of the way this episode was laid out, there's really not much to talk about.
No, there isn't. All I could talk about was that one scene with Kamen Rider Chronicle.
Yeah, Kamen Rider Kronos, yeah.
Kronos, yeah. Can I talk about that scene?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Spoilers ahead, by the way. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm talking about it. There was a scene, a big street brawl scene, where Kamen Rider Kronos just comes in, pauses time, and wipes them all out, like killing Lovelyko and a few of the other bugsters there, and then stealing Graphite's powers and Parad's powers. Right? Parad's powers were lost too, right?
He definitely dehensioned him.
Yeah, he dehensioned. They didn't say whether his powers were lost, but I'm guessing based off of Graphite losing his powers that Pallid did also. But yeah, this whole scene was like about a minute of pause time, him just hitting them, and then it pauses, and each person was paused like this, kind of like the whole Quicksilver scene from X-Men Days of Future Past, except without music. And it was him just doing a monologue about how he's better than everyone else and how he can steal their powers and how he's God now.
Yeah, he's definitely Dan Kuroto's father.
Yes.
He's got the ego.
And then he basically says, I own you. He pretty much says, I own your asses, and then leaves.
Yep. So we're definitely going to be seeing more of him, because you don't just have him disappear like that without bringing him back up.
He's definitely gangsta. I can tell you that much. Take it out of context, that's what I would say.
Yep. I think that's all we can really comment on for this episode of Kamen Rider. How about next week? we do a brief summary and thoughts on the X8 episode, but we'll also try to squeeze in some time to watch the Shin Godzilla movie.
Yes. Next week we'll try to watch Shin Godzilla.
All right. Well, we're going to stop the broadcast now. Then Kenny and I are going to get that sorted out.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't get any viewers this time, but I'm sure people will check it out later once it's a video.
Yes.
Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you later.
And remember to stay more phenomenal, everybody. And remember to check out El Chizo's channel, check out JT Gaming's channel, and check out my channel. Also, I'll let you tell about yours real quick in case we have new followers.
Yep, I'm a toy reviewer mostly. I also do gamepads and candy. I'm working on 2 different videos simultaneously right now. I'm not sure when they're going to go up, but they are going up soon.
Mm-hmm.
Kenman here Kenman Ryder does some amazing fan trailers as well as getting into toy reviews as well.
Mm-hmm.
JT is more or less a game channel, but he's not a Let's Player channel. He reviews and comments on many different games. He's in a bit of a funk right now, but he is working on producing new content.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later, Bugheads.
Stay more phenomenal, everybody.